Hello, it's me, LHMusic. And guess what? I'm inside Do Space Podcast Studios. This is the new one. And bet the microphone's right back in front of me. Well, who knows? Could be civilized about this one as well. So trust me about that as well. But anyways, let's see. Let's see what we got for you today. And it's gotta be LH Music's World Wednesdays. I'm here live every Wednesday at 4:30. So it's gonna be huge. We're gonna talk about a little bit of politics and all the kinds of pop culture, I talk about, and other stuff that we get into. So who knows? Can be civilized because we're live on, well, whatever it is. So I got my iMac. This is gonna be huge, and has a little screen. Can you take a look at it? Yeah, I bet it is. So who knows? And I bet you know that LH Music's World Wednesdays could be it could be a video live on YouTube. And what about the podcast? Did you just ask me about the podcast? Yeah, we're gonna do this later on this week. If later on this Wednesday. So who knows? Can be civilized about this one. So I don't want the people wants to know about who did this on video and who did this on podcast. Well, who knows? Can be civilized. So, anyways, we have a great show for you today as well, and get ready to do that as well. So you just have to trust me about this one. But it, anyways, so hope you're happy. I can too. So who knows? Anyways, let's get this show on the road, shall we? Because LH Music's World Wednesdays starts now. And David, if you don't mind, kick the theme music, shall we? Let's do it, please. How come my video on? Well, who knows? Anyways, all right. Sorry, Audacity. Never happened as what you scored the time before. Anyways, okay, let's do this, shall we? LH Music's World starts now, so kick the theme music, shall we? Let's do it. Record, and here we go. Okay, you know what time it is. Time for LH Music's World to start on a Wednesday. You know what I'm talking about. Anyways, welcome to the program, and I hope that this thing would can be civilized about this one, and live in a world of audacity will make some sense about this one. So, got this black magic thing, and I know it's gonna be working, and let's see if it's work that way. Yeah, and and it's gonna be huge about this one. So, uh, I think it's could be the audio setup or anything else can civilize. So, I gotta do this. So, or whatever happens, trust me. But who knows? Can be civilized about these things. About can be civilized about podcasts about that as well. So it's gonna be huge. Anyways, let's get the show started, shall we? With yes, about Nebraska Democrats. Democrat. Well, guess what? Secures the Senate primary landslide because it still plans to drop out and have any ideas about this. So who knows about whatever it is because everybody wants to spill the ballot, and Burbank says that the winner of this Nebraska's Democratic Party. It's gonna be Cindy Burbank, and that's why I'll be posted on my LH Music's World website. As far as we're concerned about that as well, so who knows? Can be civilized about. Well, who knows? Well, since you told me about this one and have any ideas about that as well, well, could be life challenging to all that as well. Well, here's my observation for you. If you know what I mean about all this, and here's so this is what happens that Cindy Burbank defeated the opponent William Forbes and could be 89% of the vote. Tries to accusing Forbes of being a plant of being a plant for yes Pete Ricketts as far as we're concerned. So why is this anti-abortion activist named Bill Forbes could be civilizing about this about doing this because posted in support of Pete Ricketts, and that means Burbank's campaign website. Yeah, you can check her website cindyburbank.com, and she's trying to stating about this for this reason, and you have no objection whatsoever about that as well. That could be ridiculous, and that's why independent Dan Osborne is also challenging it as well in November, if you do say so in the first place. And I have no clue whatsoever about anyone else. Knowing he's losing it about Dan Osborne, this plan in his plan to cheat of his way to victory. And that's why everybody argues about this one. And and, and here's my observation. Does Nebraska Democratic Party could be originated, planned, not, you know, nominee. Some claimed, you guessed it, that Forbes was a Ricketts. Yeah, that's right. Spoiled and fake Democratic candidate. Oh, that is not nice. Because after this, yes, last Tuesday's primary election, that she stated, according to the New York Times, and that's why she plans to drop out. What happens next in our list of things? Well, you might not know it, but who knows? Can be civilized about these things. And I meant to say this. That could be worse. Seriously, that could be worse from now on. And that's why Forbes is trying to deny that's this spoiled candidate tries to argue a Democrat of his entire life. And that's why he refers to Burbank, a self admitted placeholder and a disloyal hack. Well, could be sabotaging it. Well, who knows about these things? But did you know that I did post it last Tuesday's LHMusic's World website last Tuesday about this insane, dirty tricks that the Democrats is trying to use to win this bright red Nebraska Senate seat, according to Blaze Media. And that's why both parties are accusing it and running fake candidates to manipulate the outcome. And what about the Nebraska voters are headed to the polls last Tuesday? If I do say so myself about this, just when you just think about Dan Osborne previously ran a strong 2024 race against Senator Deb Fisher, losing by yes, then 7 percentage points. It's the same way as Kamala Harris is, vice president, and it tries to receive in the presidential election against Trump. Oh wow! Now you know it. Now it happens. Well, could be civilizing this. But according to KETV channel 7, because Bill Forbes, a Trojan horse. Yeah, that's why. And Osborne, campaign manager, told that according to KETV channel 7, that fortunately Pete Ricketts is, could be Trojan horse or anything else, can be civilized about this one. That is so slanderous. And anyone could do this, according to Nebraska Examiner, and well, you get the idea. So sorry, Democrats, tricks are for kids. Well, could be civilizing it as well. But anyways, get inside of that as well. Okay, so here's my observation that Trump goes to China with this guest surprise. Oh wow, that could be life challenging. Is well. Here's my take on this one that you don't want to know about this one, and I have no clue whatsoever about this. And while I'm at it about up against about this, and this is well here's the thing you don't want to know about that about that's why hundreds of students waving U.S. and Chinese flags greeted President Trump in Beijing as he stepped up the guess the Air Force One to historical visit to China just for today. And he also has greeted the president, Chinese Vice President Han Jing, and that's why Foreign Affairs Vice Minister Ma I'm not going to pronounce it, but Chinese President Xi Jinping in a pivotal time with this ongoing war in Iran. And that's why he entouraged this. Oh boy, take a look at this. Listen to this. This is so absurd to me about all that. Listen to this. Okay, now you see President Trump is welcomed with open arms, and these guys, you see, chanting. Okay, that's enough. I think I told you to get speaking English about this one. That was the visit to this first sitting U.S. president for 10 years, and that's why Trump is you know who. But it went along that guess that Elon Musk, yeah, the guy does Tesla and so is Twitter X, could be falling out with Trump last June. So this is what happens about the president has went on saying he didn't much think about discussing Iran. Well, very much under control. But you might think it's so smart about all the techno people like Jason Hung of I don't know what that word is. NVIDIA. Yes. Tim Cook from Apple does the iMac thing and all the computers. Larry Fink from BlackRock and others for companies such as Boeing and all that, and GE Aerospace and all that. So that is why the president's first trip to China will last until this weekend. And you might think it's so smart it could be official welcome ceremony tomorrow with uh, Jinping, and it's gonna be huge. But here's my observation. Does the president say could be forcefully rejected a peace plan offered by Iranian officials, calling it garbage and or should we say unacceptable? Assert with the ceasefire of life support. Well, you don't want to know about this one. So trust me. That's why I'll be posting it on my Blaze. No, no, not Blaze. Oh yes, LHMusic's World website. And and you might think it's so smart about this one. So trust me, I know what I'm doing about this. Okay, so yes, here it is. Completely disgraced that JD Vance has been issued an ultimatum to states to crack down Medicaid fraud. Wow, this is too good. This is too good to be true. Well, who knows? And that's why Vice President JD Vance, who chairs this task force to eliminate fraud, it's the same way as Elon Omar just doing something very stupid about this one. And that's why it has been announced that today could be the major first baby steps to compel states to crack down on Medicaid and all that nationwide. And that's why the press conference says this, who, today. And this is why he explains this according to Twitter X. Listen to this from, you guessed it, JD Vance. And here's what he says. What happened to sound? Okay. There you go. Take two. And, he's right. JD Vance. This is he's right about Hawaii and New York. And this is what a that is a complete disgrace about this one. And that's why JD Vance explained about New York and cost $1 billion of Medicaid, and without holding that $1.3 billion in Medicaid to reimbursing this. And that's why he announced it that 50 state Medicaid programs would be receiving a letter to encouraging technology. Well, I guess you ought to know by now, but who knows? Could be civilized. So, what is really going on in my point of view about this? Because this platform of James Tarico on The View facing a huge investigation about the FCC, and you know darn well it is. Could be a media manipulation as far as we're concerned. So you just have to trust me about this as far as we're concerned about that as well. Well, who knows could be civilized about this. And don't even try this at home, wherever it is. So who knows could be civilized about it. So I'll find out what it is and all that. Because so what happens about if you watching this news show, explain about this one. So everybody knows about the rules about The View. And everybody knows could be civilized. Could be life challenging, wherever it is. Okay. Okay, so last but certainly not the least, well, here's my observation about let's see. See, that's why my dad calls, yeah, Social Security. And you might think it's so smart that I have a huge appointment next Tuesday about my Social Security. Well, who knows? Look no further because no, not next. Oh, yeah, tomorrow I got to get my new glasses. I want you to take a look at this. I should have cleaned my glasses if I was. So this is the old one. Has no lens, wherever it is. But that is why I should go to Walmart, get my new glasses, and take it from there. So who knows? Could be civilized about this one. So whatever. Okay. Anyways, we're almost out of time because we got to say goodnight about this one. We'll do this again next Wednesday for LH Music's World Wednesdays. So I'll be posting this on the website, LH Music's World webpage, you know, say from Facebook, you know, say lhmusicsworld.weebly.com. So is my Facebook page as well. So who knows, can be sliced. Don't forget, I'll be back tomorrow at Do Space Podcast Studios. So, oh boy, we can do Blaze Nation Thursdays podcast. And I meant to tell you this, it's all good. No questions asked, wherever it is. So get inside a little bit of sneak preview of Saturday Night Blaze Nation website and others. So who knows? It's gonna be episode, you guess it, episode 2. Wait a minute, episode 24. I know the big season finale starts on not this Thursday. That is tomorrow. Not tomorrow, but next Thursday, May 21st. And so is Friday Night Blaze Nation. No, yeah, yes, that's right. Friday Night Blaze Nation. Is that you guessed it, oh yes, Zozo Coffee House at 14th and Jones Street. And I meant to tell you this could be huge for episode 2024. Big season finale. And it starts, you guessed it. That's right. May 20 May 23rd. No, May 22. Yes, 22nd. You know what I'm saying. And so is the website as well, Saturday Night Blaze Nation.weebly.com. So is my Facebook page as well. So who knows? But if you missed the podcast, these two podcasts, one is Blaze Nation Thursdays and it was Friday Night Blaze Nation podcasts from Angels Home Productions. It's got to be episode 2022. Just download it and listen to it on the iHeartRadio app. And you're glad you did and all that. Trust me. Oh boy. Anything else before I hit the road? Yes. Like I said, the website LHMusicsWorld.weebly.com so was my Facebook page as well. And take it from there. So who knows about this one or whatever happens. And it's gonna be huge. Anyways, I gotta go, and I have no clue whatsoever because I got choir rehearsal and I gotta catch the bus about 5 or 6 minutes or whatever it is. So who knows? Make sure you better Facebook and follow LH Music at my social media websites from Facebook all the way up to Parlor, and you know my username LH Music Time, and I have no objection whatsoever. So who knows? Keep it civilized. Anyways, I gotta go. I'll be back next Wednesday. Do this live, 4:30, YouTube. Yes. And how come that podcast is not? Oh well, forget it. You have no clue whatsoever. So you just have to trust me about this, as far as we're concerned about that as well. But anyways, it's been fun, but I gotta go. LH Music's about to sign off. Go with God's blessings. We salute all of you, America, because you're inside my world, and it's LH Music's world on a Wednesday. Take care. Bye bye. See ya.